Hi, Christy Lorette, marketing, content, and copy expert, creator of the Action Marketing Copy System at actionmarketingcopy.com. Today we're going to be talking about how to locate market segments and identify your target markets. And it always makes me laugh when a client says that their product, service, or business could really benefit anyone. And while there may be some truth to this, it's a lot easier to write your marketing copy and narrow down your marketing focus if you know specifically who your clients are. So then the question really becomes how you identify those clients. And there are a couple of different ways that you can go about doing that. First of all, you can start by considering the product or service that you offer. And when you're doing that, it's really a good idea to look at it from the point of view of the customer rather than your point of view as the small business owner or entrepreneur. Figure out, what solution that product or service offers the client, what need it fills for them, why they would come to you for that particular product or service, over going to a competitor. When you start to identify all of these items, then you can really hone in on who your client is and what their needs and desires are. You can do it in a couple of different ways. One of the best ways to do it is if you do have an existing client base, you can ask your existing clients. You can do it in the form of a survey and ask about their households, their beliefs on things, the reason that they buy certain products over others. You can really narrow it down to why they come to you and why they do business with you versus someone else. If you don't have an existing client base quite yet, there are other ways that you can do that, which we'll be talking about shortly. Another thing without directly going to the clients is you can ask them. You can figure out client behaviors without directly asking them. So you can look at their buying behaviors with your company and see, what characteristics all of these customers or clients share, and then draw those lines. Second, you can consider your competition. Your competition can be a great source of information for you because they're attracting the clients that you potentially could be attracting with your own business. So take a look at their website and how they're wording their copy and what kind of marketing messages they're sending. You can usually identify who they're speaking to by looking at these things. Take a look at the company brochure and see, how they've laid out the brochure, where the copy is, how much copy there is, and what kind of wording and phrasing and terminology that they're using in these marketing materials. That can really help you to glean information, from your competition. You may also, in the process, which is very interesting, identify a niche or a market of customer that your competition is not catering to. And this may actually be an opportunity for you to come in and offer a product or service that caters to that niche. And then finally, there's readily available data. Two major sources of this data include the Small Business Administration and the U.S. Census Bureau. Both agencies publish demographic and geographic information, which you can use to then create or paint or mold a profile, an ideal client profile for your business. The other thing is, especially with the SBA, they categorize this data by industry. So you can literally go onto their website, pull out the data from their own survey and their own market research, and look at your industry and identify client profiles from that information. So when you are doing all of this, you also can, if you have existing clients and customers, analyze the data that you may already be collecting. You may already be tracking who opens your emails, who opens your e-newsletters or your promotional emails, and if they open them, who clicks on the links that you have embedded in there, and take it a step further, who then makes a purchase off of your website or picks up the phone and calls you, that has also clicked on that link. So there are ways that you may be tracking your own data that you can use to really identify who your customers are. But in the end, identifying your target market really comes down to identifying who is seeking the solutions that you and your business offer to them. So as an example, if you're selling bicycles to adults, you're not a bicycle provider. You're truly providing a solution for their exercise needs and or their transportation needs. Same holds true for a child's educational toy. You're not really providing the toy that they play with. You're really providing a source of education for that child. So you're filling solutions. You're the solution to a need that needs to be filled. Now, once you identify the customers, the key is that you can then really narrow in your focus with your marketing efforts, with your marketing messaging, your marketing content, because you know precisely at this point who your ideal client is and who is most likely to buy from you, and therefore you can speak directly to them. My name is Christy Lorette. I'm a marketing and content and copy expert, creator of the Action Marketing Copy System at actionmarketingcopy.com.